Hello everyone. So today I'm going to be going over some of the new features in this new W4 release. One of the biggest features we're excited about is that you can now run W4 triage from an external drive of your choice. And to do that, basically just going to double click the W4 triage executable. And one of the first things that it'll ask you is if you'd like to acquire physical memory, which is a pretty good idea to do. You can basically capture the RAM before W4 is fully executed, and this allows you to basically get that really clean RAM dump that we like to get. So in this case, I'm going to press no. And then the next screen we're going to get is the W4 Triage Launcher. And this is where you're just going to input some of the important information for your case, including the case name, the folder within that portable drive that you want to save it to, and things of that nature. So another thing that we've added to make this a little bit easier for you is that you can go in there maybe the day before you're going to do your search, and you can create a search profile. And a search profile is basically just has all of the different settings that you want for your specific case. You can add keyword lists, hash lists, any artifacts that you're specifically interested in, and things like that. In this case, I've already created several different search profiles for cases that are pretty common. And if I select one, it's going to input some of the information automatically into these fields. And the other thing you want to do is select the local disk that you're interested in looking at. In most cases, that's probably going to be the C drive. And maybe I'll grab this one too. And you also have the option to acquire the common system and registry files from the selected disk. You can index the case immediately after it's created. This is an option you'd probably want to use if, say, you have a few different W4 triage launcher disks that you've created, and you want to hand those out to people who maybe aren't as technical. And basically, they can just jump in here, select the index selected disk option, and basically have them select the search profile, create, and then it'll immediately start indexing. So they don't have to make a lot of selections. They don't have to really know much about forensics. They can just go in here and select that search profile and just get started. So I'm going to go ahead and create this new case for us. And W4 is going to take a few seconds to load up here. So once W4 is all loaded up, we can see here that the common system files have already been acquired. The common system files, that basically includes things like any registry files, any important system logs that you may be interested in. So it pretty much just allows you to capture all that information super quickly so you have that on hand and available to you. You can also perform several different types of acquisitions now. You do have the option to do another RAM capture if you'd like to do that. You have the option to acquire physical or logical disks, and you can do those in EO1, DD, or AFF4 formats. And you also have the option to acquire just folders. And basically, anytime you do any of these folder captures or common system files capture, it'll capture those folders and it will preserve them in a folder hierarchy in a zip file, preserving the folder hierarchy and those timestamps. So if you go in here, you'd be able to do that. You are able to identify any encrypted locked drives. If this drive had been unlocked, you would be able to go in there and acquire all of those folders. And as you can see, you are able to run multiple captures at once, and it'll basically just do them one behind the other. So if you have several things you want to capture, several different types of acquisitions that you want to do, you can just set them up here and it'll run one behind the other, like as a task, so that you don't have to come back to the computer and start a new capture or anything like that. And finally, the last thing I want to go over is the new recipes tab that we've added. And the recipes tab basically has several different pre-configured searches for you that you can run, and it'll basically just make it easier to tackle all these different case types that you're looking at. So there are a few different ones for, say, IP theft, misuse of company time, cryptocurrency, and things like that. If you run down here, you have the option of creating your own recipe, or you can import them if you want to, and export them also if you like to create one and then add it to several different flash drives, triage flash drives. You do have the option of doing that. In this case, basically all you'd have to do with this pre-configured one here, if there are any instant messages in your case, maybe you can just run it, and that'll create a new tab here for that instant messaging recipe. And basically that's just going to have anything related to those instant messages that you're interested in.